historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
A gain there of 21 yards.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers, and he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
With the handoff to Aaron.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Adam Humphries on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Tannehill's pass.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
10-10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Henry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And
he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Rosen off the play action. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the Titans' 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Aaron Jones. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 from the 20. Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Jones again the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Put me down.
To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Humphreys on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Jair Alexander.
Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball, give them what they want. Unfortunately, gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Number 22.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Savage on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Packers 24, Titans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 80.
And that'll set them back 5. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Open man, here's Foster. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Pass complete to Robert Foster. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Adam Humphrey is on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Jump, alert. Check for the
Rosen will throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, Rosen uncorks one for Davis, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the delay, Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Gain of 3. It's fourth down.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Crosby puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
makes the score.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7 as they got closer to the goal line?
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They begin with Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and
now it's Rosen.
At the 26.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
9 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
With the handoff.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eating up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
play fake here on first down. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Packers 34, Titans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Titans first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Luton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Luton's pass complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll let it go deep for Foster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are pouring it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been a Packer pressure, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. From the gun is Luton. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1.
Now Luton.
2-yard line.
He'll dump this underneath for Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing is Luton. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Luton to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Luton's pass.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
1st down, Tennessee.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 3 down, 3 down. Mike 42, Mike 42. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They run. This is Scarborough. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 2.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 42.
To throw is Luton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Titans 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And he's brought down.
Darrington Evans.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
Here we go. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. It's our time.
Tannehill going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
Titans 15.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Tyler Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.